Chiles Rellenos is a Mexican classic. It's a stuffed chili with a wonderful picadillo in the middle and an egg coating on the outside, which is golden and delicious. It can be a little intimidating at first if you're not used to it, but it doesn't have to be. And in this video, I'll show you the secrets to stuffing and frying them. So here I have my roasted chilies that I've done on a gas burner, but you can also do them under the broiler as well. I have them steaming here for 15 minutes to help separate the skins from the chili. And as you can see, the stems are covered with foil. I've done that while I've roasted them so that the stems stay intact. It's very important for the chiles rellenos that you can hold it by the stem when you dip it in the batter. So that's just a nice precaution. We're going to clean the chilies now, and you can either rub it off with your fingers like this, or sometimes it helps to have a paper towel. If you rub like this, it kind of comes off with the paper towel. Okay? You don't have to get every last bit of skin off, but most of it. So now that I've peeled the chilies, I'm going to open them and clean the inside. First I have to make a slit to open it up. I can just take this foil off. I don't need that anymore. Careful not to hurt the stem when you take it off. There we go. So see if there's a natural slit already and use that if there is. If not, take a little paring knife, make sure not to cut through more than one side of the chili, and start about 1/2 inch from the top and go to about 1/2 inch from the tip. That's ideal. Open it up, and you see there's a seed pod inside, and it's attached to these veins along the edge. We want to cut those out because that's what contains the heat. We want to cut the seeds out because we just don't want those. And it's easier to do with scissors, I find. Just cut right through the pod, take it out. Sometimes the veins come with it, but be careful with tearing the veins out because it can actually open the chili if you're not careful. But using scissors is another way of doing it. So I'm just getting any remaining seeds out. And if you want, you can give this a quick rinse to get rid of the excess seeds, or go over it with a paper towel. I try not to rinse it too much because you're sort of rinsing away some of the chili flavor. Poblano chilies vary a lot in heat. They can be hot, they can be mild. Often it's a little hard to tell. Sometimes your fingers will feel a tingle if it's hot. Sometimes if you smell it, you can sort of smell the heat. Try it and you'll see what I mean. So now that's clean and it's ready to stuff, and we'll do the others the same way. This is a recipe by cookbook author Maricel Priscilla, and the stuffing is similar to a picadillo. It's a ground beef-based mixture that has some raisins and almonds and little spices in it. So now I'm ready to stuff. We want about 1/2 cup of stuffing in each chili. So open it up. So depending on the size of your chilies, just fill it full, push it up to the top, and then some more. So it's nice and full, and it sort of helps the chili regain its shape. Then just press the edges closed. They're not going to overlap, but you can sort of reshape the chili. And if you have any tears, then do the same thing. Just close them like this. So we're just going to arrange them on a baking sheet so that they are ready for the next step. Press it in. Okay, you see this is a little more torn, but it's fine. Just press it back into shape. Push it up into the top. I can get more in there. Excellent. Okay, close it up. The coating on the outside will help it stay closed. There we go. If you do have one that's torn at the bottom, just don't stuff it right to the bottom. Make it a little heavier at the top. So now we're ready to fry the chilies. So first we're going to heat our oil, and let me turn this on. And I've clipped a thermometer to it so we can tell when it's about 350 degrees, which is what we're looking for. You want a pan that's big enough to do 2 or 3 chilies at a time. So first we're going to mix the flour with a little bit of salt for flavoring. And this is what we're going to dredge the chilies with first. and then we're going to make an egg batter. So the egg batter consists of egg whites that are beaten and then yolks that then get beaten into the egg whites as well on low speed. So let's go ahead and do that. First, I have a little salt to add to my egg whites to help them beat up nicely. We're looking for soft peaks for the egg whites. That looks good. And now we're going to add the egg yolks and slowly beat them in on a lower speed so they also become part of this fluffy coating. The egg yolks help give the coating a richer flavor and also a richer brown color when they are fried. So now our oil is just about at temperature, 350. We can start coating the chilies. So first, flour. You can use a spoon to help, or drop it in and turn it around, and then knock off the excess. Then I'm going to hold it by its stem and dredge it in the egg and use a spatula to coat it all around. Pull it out and then carefully drop it in the oil. We're going to cook it for about a minute or two on the first side till it gets a nice golden brown, and then flip it over. So while that's starting, let's put another one in. Okay, flour. Coat it all around. Knock off the excess. And then holding it by the stem, put it in the egg batter. Coat it with the spatula all over, and then into. So we'll just do two for now. Let's see how the first one's doing. It'll take about a minute for the bottom side to turn golden brown. Then you just want to turn the chili over carefully with tongs and a slotted spoon so the other side can cook too. So this one looks about ready, and we are going to transfer it to paper towels to drain. Let the excess oil drip off. Just want a little more color on the side here. Okay. So now we're going to let them drain on paper towels, and then you can keep them in the oven to keep them warm while you fry up more batches of chilies. So when all the chilies are fried, you want to serve them with a tangy, bright, roasted tomato sauce. The sauce should be a little on the thin side, so it spreads on the plate. And there you go.